Well, hi, everyone. Welcome to the Scott Trade Center in St. Louis as we get you ready for Leaf hockey here tonight. Game 4 of the current 6-game road trip, and the Leafs in dire need of a victory as they've lost 2 straight in regulation. Paul Hendrick and Joe Bowen, and Joe head coach Mike Babcock has elected to shuffle the lines. It may be briefly, but at least to start the game, it looks like Nylander will be with the Matthews group, Bozak and Brown, Kadri, Marner, and JVR. That's an interesting combination. Doesn't have the makings of a shutdown group, but certainly plenty of offensive possibility.
No, Marner kind of drives the line, any line that he's going to be on, because he seems to have the puck an awful lot. And I think that under the circumstances, they're juggling things up. This may last 5 minutes into the first period, and then it'll go back to what it has been. But I think when you do find your team underperforming and not getting ready, then sometimes what you need to do to get their attention is shuffle the lines. Get things kind of juggled up a little bit. Get people thinking a little more about how am I going to play with this guy when I'm really been comfortable playing with somebody else. So having said that, I think that's the whole aspect of what Mike is trying to do here, because it's been a while since this team lost 2 games in regulation back-to-back.
Ben Smith appears set to get back into the lineup as well. Frederick Gauthier's had a successful stint up with the big club, but that time may be, well, at an end, at least for the time being. Veteran presence, and they certainly need it on that 4th line, given all he's able to do on the draw and everything else that goes with his experience.
Well, you know what, and they say when you're injured, you shouldn't lose your spot, and I firmly believe that, and I think that certainly Smith has to come back and get his chance to play. But Fred Gauthier has done an excellent job, and I think that down the road, he's going to have a spot on this team, whether it's at this season or next. But I think that under the circumstances, you have to give Ben Smith the opportunity to come back and play, and what better chance to do it than when you've lost back-to-back games. So, again, here's another option to shuffle the deck a little bit, get people's attention.
Morgan Riley, a game-time decision. Game time locally will be 9 o'clock, at least in Toronto, 9 o'clock, 8 o'clock here in St. Louis. Jake Allen going for the Blues. Frederick Anderson looking for career win number 99 on behalf of the Maple Leafs. Tonight's game can be seen on TSN4 and heard on radio, of course. Joe and Jim with the call on Sportsnet, The Fan 590. We'll be back, of course, with our Molson Canadian Leaf Nation preview show from St. Louis. That is set to begin at 8 o'clock. We'll see you then.